Hello to everybody. We are greeting on behalf of us, mentors of challenge number 4 in this Spring Inspire Hackathon. The challenge is entitled Climate Analysis in the Field. I'm Teresa Shamanova from Czechino Association. Czechino is one of the partners of Smart Agrihub CZSK, and it's my honor to welcome here my commenters, Karel Jedlička from Western Bohemian University and his colleague Michal Kepka, who is working at the same university. And we would like to hereby present the outputs of the works of our team that was composed of 18 experts, in fact, coming from the countries worldwide. We had there 12 countries of Europe, Africa, and Middle East. But we would like to emphasize that the challenge climate analysis in the field builds on outputs of challenges in the recent hackathons. In last spring 2021 hackathon, it was challenge number 8, agro-info application. And in the last autumn edition of the hackathon in 2021, it was extreme weather. And we have connected the efforts of the teams working within the former hackathons on these topics. And we would like to hereby present the outputs that were reached within our spring hackathon this year. So Michal will, or Karel will start with his presentation, and Michal will then continue.
Okay, thank you, Teresa, for the introduction. I will start to share my screen. With the presentation. So I hope you can see my screen now.
Yes.
Thanks for the confirmation. And let's go for the content of the presentation, of our presentation. First of all, we actually understand hackathon as kind of a movement, continuous activities, as it was mentioned by Teresa a few minutes ago. So we continue in our work from previous challenges. And we would like to show you today two things. First is the connection of global and local data in an exploratory visualization in one application. Then to describe some detailed experiments we did in this challenge in standalone application for now, but with some application which is going to be integrated together with the first one. And we will shortly also mention the ongoing work which lies in not only exploratory combination of global and local climatic data, but in the mathematical integration of global and local data, which is kind of a long-term process. Okay, so the rest of our presentation, there are some screenshots just to be on the safe side if the live version doesn't work. So I hope everything will be fine. So now we look at the info for agro application, which is an online application available for all people to take a look at. We usually present our results from Czechia or some European countries, but in this challenge we actually worked also with a small part of Argentina. So there are data also, as I can demonstrate here from the South Hemisphere, which actually was quite challenging for some calculations of the seasons, etc. But our contemporary presentation is ready for Czech Republic, so I will continue here. Here we can see like three tabs. One tab provides information for the farmer at the beginning of the season. This is climatic data, so you can see we have data from Copernicus data service from the EU project or program, program Copernicus. And you can see if I click to a particular place, I get an information about so-called agroclimatic factors, which are factors which can affect the crop growth in the particular place. So you can here also select, let's say, the start of the season. We see the information about the place. We can see here the information which combines the place and selected crop. So you can see it's for sunflower now. You can switch to wheat and different information here. And basically what we want to provide as information here is if a particular crop we have a model for here. You see there's just some demo crops, but other models can be uploaded. And you can see if the place is suitable for growing the particular crop. We can do this in season analysis, but we can also click into analysis through the years. We can go for a few years, for more years. Actually, as the Copernicus data service started now providing data from 1950, we will be soon able to get to 1950, like in a month or so. But for now, we are back in 1982. But these are advantages of the data. The disadvantage of the data is actually the precision. We honestly provide the information about the precision. Sometimes, if we calculate the cumulative information, like the growing degree units here for a year, or we can switch back to the season view, it's not that much problem. But when we talk about typically water balance, we can see that it's much bigger trouble, let's say. So we know that it's necessary to combine the data, the global data with the local data. So here we go to the second tab here, to the field. And if I click to the information to a particle sensor, so I can see that I can analyze the data from the particle sensor, and I can
It seems we have lost the sound for a while.
But,
could you please repeat last sentence? We have lost your sound for a moment.
Okay. I just mentioned that we want to mathematically combine local and global data when we have at least one local season. We can extrapolate back and forth to the past and to the future, and we will get we will get data with much less uncertainties. So this is the planned work. It's already started, but there is no finish line yet. So this is still about the past or the current data, but we also work with the data provided by MeteoBlue company from Switzerland. They provide us a typical weather forecast. The first part is, let's say, normal forecast. The second part is more related to agriculture. You can see the spray window here. You can see the evapotranspiration and wind speed, and my colleague Michal will speak about this later on. there is also a bit longer term information about the forecast. So you can see also uncertainties here described. So this is on behalf the first application, the Info for Agro, and I would now pass screen back to my colleague Michal, who will present the detailed experiment, as I mentioned, the experiment about local data. So, Michal, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Karel. I will start to share my screen as well. I would like to show, let's say, application that goes one step below. So we are focusing on field level, and we are trying to combine Earth observation data with local in situ measurements. So to really combine what is happening in particular part of the field, not on the level of farm. So this map window is showing the geometries of field blocks together with red triangles representing each measuring node. At this moment, soil sensor with several sensors and several observed phenomena. And in application, we can go through different data that are available. So, for example, LPS geometries with AVI index of these fields, or some classification of this Earth observation data and remote sensing images. In this moment, we can combine different analyses provided by our cooperating company MeteoBlue. So not only to see particular local data, but we can look on different analyses as well. So, for example, soil trafficability in particular location, presented as well in form of some diagrams based on types of soil and showing what is happening in next days. Other type is, for example, spraying window to showing, let's say, the optimal time for some spraying interventions based on, let's say, model data and weather forecast. The important part is to visualize measured data, so you can see a list of soil nodes deployed in this locality. Some of them are, let's say, rain gauge, some of them are pyranometers. Most of them is these basic soil nodes showing what is measured. And they are providing several phenomena, and one of them is, for example, air thermometer or soil thermometer in two different depths of soil horizon. So this is the main output. How it looks like when we have different phenomena in one locality or one soil sensor. It will be better to show in this second version of the application. So this is, for example, meteo station in different fields on background of NDVI index from particular day of the year. And to show, for example, air temperature with relative air humidity in one month of period. Or we can combine different levels of soil from soil sensors. So, for example, this regulation sensor, and this is providing soil temperature in 10 different depths of the soil horizon, so from 10 centimeters below the ground up to 120 centimeters. So again, combine different phenomena and different level of sensors. So for example, last month of measurements, it's very nice to see how the temperature is changing and how it's stable in different level of the soil. Okay, so that's the main benefit of this combination. So to see how it is working, particularly in this level of field. In next steps or in next development phase, we would like to make live interpolation of these sensors. So if we move to this Rostenice pilot region, so we would like to interpolate the value and to provide user not only to select one by one each sensor, but to visualize one timestamp in interpolated raster. So to really see these hotspots, or for example, differences in one field. Okay, so that's all from this live demo, and I would like to go back to the discussion and to sum up.
Yes, so dear jury, dear audience, that's it. That's the input of our team number 4 towards the topic climate analysis in the field. We were happy to present our results, our proposal how to combine local and global data and how to enable farmers to better plan their production and the protection of their fields and crop in a long, medium and short time period. We reckon this solution might be useful and that it deserves further development, and we are looking to your feedbacks. We are very much looking forward to your evaluation of our challenge number 4 outputs, and we are also looking for further collaboration with you, bringing this solution quickly to the market. Thank you for your attention, and greetings on behalf of team number 4.